So evening yogis, just choose lying down, seated, whatever your body needs this evening. Whatever you've been up to all day, you might just need to be supported by the floor. Or you feel quite comfortable sitting up if lying down doesn't suit you. So we're just going to take these few moments as we come into this space. The four corners of your yoga mat are more than just, a bit of rubber or fabric. They are a sacred space where you know that you can just be yourself and be you. Have a moment to ground your energies. Whatever your day has been like, whatever your week has been like, send your energies down. And what I mean by this is imagine roots coming through the base of your spine, soles of your feet, even through the back of your body. And just root yourself down into the earth. And begin to just tune in very consciously to your breath. Bring it to the belly. The triangle that we make with the hips and the navel, just kind of really focus the breath into a lovely little balloon, not forced, but just conscious. Breathing into the belly, it moves up into your chest, towards your head. And maybe a sigh on the exhale. And just do this a couple more times. You can close your eyes and really enjoy making that noise on the sigh. I've got something I want to read you before we start today. It's actually something that I came across this morning with my little miracle mornings that I'm starting to do, and I thought this was really appropriate this evening. So just close your eyes, listen. And this is called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as the unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And this is Rumi, and just to me that relays all of the emotions that come and go through us, and treat them as like visitors. Invite them in because they're there for something and they will soon leave. So I thought that was a really lovely thing to contemplate. Just stay with the breath a few more moments. Notice what that little passage made you feel, what came up for you, what came into your thoughts. And just reading that before we sit and meditate, stuff may come to you, inspiration. So if you're lying down, just hug the knees in. If you're already seated, that's fine. We're going to come up for Zazen. Have a nice little rock on your back, little massage. Notice how the back feels, the spine. And then join me in a seated position. I'm on a little meditation cushion, but if you're comfortable on the floor, that's fine. And if you want blanket across the legs just to rest the hands, or just make yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to practice mindfulness of breath this evening because I love this one. It has 4 stages that really kind of deepen the meditation. So the first stage, we're going to breathe and follow the out breath and count 1 to 10 on each out breath. At the end of 10, I'm going to flip it around and we're going to count the in-breath and just really notice the difference of sensation, how it feels to be focused on the out-breath and then swapping it to the in-breath. The third phase is where we just stop counting completely. And then the fourth phase is where we really draw the awareness to the breath and how it feels around the rings of the nostrils, perhaps the top of the lip, and just the breath mechanics in the body. So this usually takes about 5 minutes. I'll put the timer on just to see how far we go. But rest the hands in Dhyana Mudra, one hand over the other, and then just touch the thumbs. And then just get comfortable through the spine, not too rigid. And just close the eyes. So we're going to begin by relaxing the shoulders. Loosen all the muscles around your eyes and your face. And relax the lower body. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to count the out breath. And then each 1 to 10. Just let the breath be natural. It doesn't have to be forced. Relax your face. At the end of the out breath, count to 10. Just swap to the inhale. Count 1 to 10. Stay with your breath. If the mind wanders, just come back to the count. And after 10, just release all counting together. Just follow the breath. Draw your mind back to the way it feels to breathe. And now I want you to draw your awareness to what you feel as you breathe now. The coolness in the nostrils as you breathe in. The warmth as you breathe out. Your ribs gently moving. Just take one more conscious breath. And then you can just come back, blinking your eyes open gently, and just noticing how that felt. That was literally 5 minutes, those 4 stages. And that's all you need to do for a lovely little meditation practice. Firstly, focusing on the counts just gets you into that state where everything else can just go away. And then just settling into the feeling of simply being and breathing. It's lovely. So we're going to come into mantis, our first pose. Come off your cushions. If you want a cushion or a pillow for this, you can use it. But mantis is a stretch that you all know. And Angela, you know this one well. Knees wide, coming down. If you want a cushion under your belly, just to be really supportive. But in this, rather than thinking about it as an exercise stretch, we're going to just come into this really passively. Let the arms be limp and passive, and a bend in the elbow. Take a lovely deep breath, exhale. And as we do, everything's going to soften. We're going to come to this with a mind of complete release. Not just physically, but letting go anything emotional, anything mental. Just let it sink into the earth through those roots. And as we settle here, we're starting to relax. The deep stretch that you're going to feel on the inner thighs. Relax the shoulders and arms, wrists. Even your face. And as we breathe deeply to the belly, I just want you to follow how it feels to breathe into your back ribs and back of your body. And if you need to come out of this pose at any time, you can. What else can you relax? Notice if the muscles of your abdomen are tight and tense. See if you can relax even more. We're getting into the liver and kidney channel here for the inner thighs. And this is also really stimulating for your stomach meridian that aligns along your shins. How do you feel in this pose? Noticing thoughts and feelings and any of those visitors into your house. Acknowledging them without judgment. Just keep relaxing a bit more in the upper back, through your arms. If your body could talk to you, what would it be saying? How would your hips respond? shoulders and heart. It's really tuning into the inner part of the self rather than the pose. The shape of this pose is a very surrendering, letting go position. And so we'll take one breath. Gently come up. Nice and slowly as we lift the head, which has been quite low for a while. Let's just avoid any dizziness and find neutral pose on your back. And just explore what you feel. Relax, lie down. Have a nice sigh on the exhale and just tune into how it feels through the toes and tops of the feet and legs. Feeling tingly or coolness, that chi moving through your body. Through the inner thighs as well. Again, liver and kidney, spleen. You might also feel it just sort of coming up the lower part of the abdomen as well. Relax, just let the sensations flow. Softening into your back. Following your breath. Noticing if you're seeing any colours, images in your mind. These opportunities for divine downloads or inspiration. So gently we're just going to hug the knees in. Bring your right leg, then your left, and enjoy a little rock. Again, just awareness on whatever you're feeling through your body. And we're going to come up into dragonfly. So a nice wide-legged posture. Come into this with a curiosity of how your body is going to feel this evening. Often poses we do all the time, but just feel different because we're different each day and each time we do it. So just literally softening forward. If you want anything under the knees, any support, that's fine, go ahead. Surrender into this one, let's just soften. Start to relax through the feet and ankles, release any flex. And as we breathe into the belly, let's just relax the shoulders, head and neck. With your eyes closed, just relaxing calf muscles behind the knees. Enjoying this inner leg stretch. Can you relax more through your shoulders? Just let them round. Let the head become heavy. Breathing to the belly.
And just keep checking through for tension, whether your feet want to gently point, whether you can relax them, especially as you move a little bit more into the pose perhaps. Keep relaxing, everything passive. Enjoy how your back ribs expand and contract. How does it feel from left leg to right? Is there a more but subtle sort of stretch through one side? And relaxing all the muscles through your face, cheeks. Release the jaw. Keep relaxing around your knees and feet and ankles. Where are you on your threshold of stretch tonight? Go to about 70%. Tuning in to how this feels emotionally for you, whether you like it or whether it's a real challenge this evening. Focusing on your breath. And keep checking in just to see if any tension is creeping in. We're going to take one more conscious breath. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly, even as you come out of these poses, just enjoy that kind of whole release of the stretch through the legs, how it feels to lift through the lower back and upper back, and then just coming into neutral pose again. How lovely does that feel, that lovely stimulation through the inner legs. Again, that is your liver, kidney and spleen channels being really encouraging flow and balance there. Kidneys linked with fear we hold. So if we are holding anything, just to allow the energy to flow. Liver is anger. And relax. Enjoy the long exhale. And just as you lie here watching all the sensations just fade away, tune into the chi movement, feet, inner legs, around the groin even. Relaxing into the upper body. It might take you until kind of now to really let the spine soften. And then when you're ready, let's hug in. Give yourself a little hug. And if you haven't had a hug today, then a little bit of self-care, isn't it? Enjoy rocking. Lift your head if that feels nice, just to stretch through the back. And then we're going to come into a twist. So this one's called cat's tail. grab your pillow and have it up sort of towards the top where the head is. Okay, begin lying on your side, on your right hand side. So you're just in like a big line, and then bring your left knee up and over so that the knee is in alignment with your hip. So a bit like recovery position. And then if you can grab your foot, left hand, right foot, grabbing your cat's tail. But if not, don't worry, just leave the leg resting downwards. And then we're going to just twist backwards. You can either cradle your head with your hand, that's sometimes nice, but I like to use the pillow because it's completely then relaxing. And then just roll backwards into this lovely twist. It's a really soft one. And you can lean back or as much as little as you want to. Getting a lovely stretch on your quad muscle, on the right quad. And relax. Notice if your buttocks are really tight. And if that leads up into your lower back, just relax your buttocks. Just look through the body constantly. It's a whole rotation of awareness all the time. Look for tightness in the sides of your waist. And just checking in with your left shoulder, and if there's tension in the neck holding your head in some way, allow it to be supported. And lovely, soft belly breaths. If your eyes are closed, you can really just tune in to where the breath moves in your body. Belly, chest, maybe moving round the left side ribs. Keep relaxing the buttocks and lower back. Check in with your upper arms, shoulders and neck again. Let the head relax. If you want to twist a little bit more into the pose, then you can, but just rotate your awareness through everything again and let everything relax. How does this feel? This is really wonderful for solar plexus, which is so linked with your self-worth and confidence and taking action. And also wonderful for your immune system as well, nervous system. Keep relaxing buttocks and lower back. And so when you're ready, we're going to just take one more breath. Just enjoy how this really soft twist feels here. And then as we come out of it slowly, just release your foot. Roll up to the side and then onto your back in whatever way feels right for you. And then you're going to really feel the lovely after effects of that twist. Just keep your pillow handy for the other side. Let's relax into this one. So feel whatever you feel, wherever you feel it. Just let everything come back into alignment. You can imagine the spine twisting and all the cartilage between the vertebrae. And just it's all coming back into shape. Relax. Take this opportunity to really reflect through the body what parts you're feeling, any cool shifts of chi, any emotions that are coming up that have shifted or are coming in. So when you're ready, right knee, left knee, have a hug. And then coming up, I'm going to swivel over to the other side. But what you're going to do is come onto your left side now. Have your pillow handy. So lying on the left, the right knee comes up and over, again, a bit like recovery, and then knee in alignment with the hip. Grab your foot. Rest your hand, cradle your neck if you want to, otherwise with a nice cushion. You don't have to do that, you can just let the arm hang out, relax here. Rotating backwards, come into this twist. Relax. If you've got an issue with the spine, and just being gentle, you might find one side you can really get into it a lot more than the other, so just being gently aware. Let's start with relaxing the buttocks and lower back. And then with your eyes closed, you can gently start to tune into the belly breath. Feeling it moving into the right side of the ribs, the right lung. You might notice that your tummy makes noises or rumbles, and this is absolutely fine. It's chi moving. Yin is so linked with rest and digest. Relax the shoulders. Really let the head become heavy and relax the neck. And as you're gently breathing, notice if there's tension in your left hamstring or your calf muscle where you're holding your foot. Are you holding it, or can you just let it be heavy? This is a really lovely pose, and I always like to imagine that I'm wringing out my body of toxins, wringing out the body of unwanted thoughts and emotions. Just imagine it all going down into those roots, into Mother Earth. And allow the energy to be transmuted. Keep relaxing. Just check in with your neck and your face. What else can you let go? And just as we come towards the end of this, as you're holding your foot, just notice, are you really tight in your hand, in the fingers and the clasp of your foot? Just notice all these tiny parts. And then we'll take a lovely breath. And really slowly just release the foot and find your way into neutral. Enjoy that balance now that we've twisted both sides. Lovely deep inhales. Eyes closed, and just notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Those twists are really good for your gallbladder. Gallbladder is very related to courage and decision making. So softening the back. Notice if you're tense anywhere through your spine. Let the chin tuck in a little bit. And just follow the breath in the belly. When you're ready, knees in. Bring your right and then your left. Just follows the way of the large intestine. Have a nice rock. Enjoy being in your body tonight. Okay, so 2 quite nice gentle poses, the last couple. We're going to come into waterfall. So I like to use a little cushion, and if you've got a blanket, you can throw this over your feet as well. So the cushion is to just roll, like lift the hips, roll up and wedge under the buttocks, and then I like this. You don't have to be cold, but just pop a blanket over your feet if you've got one. Doesn't matter if you haven't. Creating that kind of waterfall effect. And then just get comfy here. If you've got a wall that you can swing your legs up against, even better. Relax there, but otherwise, just coming into this lovely inversion, a very soft inversion. Relax again. Have a gentle bend in the knee if you want to. And just follow the breath. All these poses are so easy and simple, most of them, and just tune into you. Relax your eyes here. Notice if the ring of muscle around your eyes is tense. Soften your forehead. Release the lower part of the jaw. And bring your awareness to your third eye. that space between your brows, Ajna. And just gaze ahead into this space. You might see some colour in your mind, indigo, purple, or fifth dimensional energies, crystal. Follow your breath. Lovely rise and fall of your tummy. Relax your shoulders. Just observe how calm you're feeling. Whether you're in a peaceful place, being in this present moment. As your thoughts will come and go through your mind just like clouds, don't attach to them. Observe them and then just swipe them away. Have that space between your thoughts, that gap between the thoughts, and then another one will come in. Return to your breath. How does this pose feel? Notice the colours in your mind if they're starting to kind of deepen a little. Perhaps tuning into your higher self. And then we'll take one more breath. Gently bending at the knees, just lower the feet down nice and slowly. You can just take a moment here, maybe take another breath. And then if you can reach down for your cushion and literally just pull it out from underneath you, just pop it aside. Come into neutral spine Shavasana. How does it feel? How does the spine and back feel? We're just coming from that waterfall pose. Relax. Release every part of muscle activation you can find. And then gently, if you want to hug your knees in, you can. We'll come into the last pose, which is bench. Just have a little rock on your back. And again, this is a pose with the cushion. So this evening we've had a lovely stretching with mantis through the back. We've come forward with wide legs and dragonfly. A lovely twist to break that up, and then inversion, and then bringing the spine back. So actually moving, apart from side bend, body in all directions. I like to take the cushion about 2 inches away from the back, so that we're not actually flexing into the lumbar spine so much. And then we're just going to lie back, literally, and get a lot more of a stretch through thoracic spine. If you need to support the head and neck, just a rolled towel or a block, or just adjust the cushion so that you're a lot more comfortable. And we're going to just relax here. This is a real heart-opening pose. So it's really good for balancing emotions and also works with the throat chakra, Vishuddhi, lovely pale blue at your throat. Thinking of a lovely green and pink at your heart. And just allow yourself to soften into this pose. Relax your buttocks. Let this cushion support you. Enjoy the feeling of actually being nourished and supported. As you lie here, again, notice your thoughts. Relax throughout your face, all the muscles. Notice if your fingers and thumbs are tense, and just relax the wrists. And just tuning into the lovely rise and fall of your belly and chest. You might find here that the breath becomes really slow. Keep relaxing around your eyes. How do you feel? Tune into your heart center. Notice if it just feels a little bit lighter, perhaps a warm, fuzzy feeling. And if it feels right, then just a lovely and very powerful affirmation. Just say in your mind 3 times, I love me. I love me. I love me. Whether you believe it or not, just let that sink in. So with one more deep breath. Really slowly lift the head first. And just lift the body enough to pull the cushion out. Come straight back down. Just before we come into relaxation, I just want you to feel this pose. Notice how it feels differently, perhaps in your heart energy, to be flat when the heart isn't so opened forward. Relax your shoulders and arms. Just breathe. And then gently hug the knees in. And then just deciding whether you want to remain lying down, pull a blanket over, or whether you want to come to seated and just get cozy. Just going to take this last part to relax, and I've got another little thing that I'd like to read you. So just get warm and cozy. Relax. The body has been relaxed, the mind's been relaxed. Just to stay with this lovely yin energy. Just allow your eyes to gently close and the body to relax from head to toe. And this is a little cave meditation. Imagine a cave within yourself. A fire flickers. On your right is anger, and sadness is to the left. Greed sits in the circle talking to joy and jealousy. Some in the group are loud and strident, blustery and strong. Others are weaker, skinnier, with whispery voices. It's difficult to make out head nor tail of what is going on. These are your thoughts, desires, moods and judgments. Ego, will, intellect. This is what you think of as you, but they're not you. While your guests are parts of your mind, they do not control or own you. They need attention and understanding in equal measure. They need acknowledgement without involvement. Do not follow the conversation of one over the other. Validate each one for what it is. Learn to befriend your inner landscape with respect and compassion. And learn to step back and be a journalist of your own mind. Lovely little piece. Just allowing everything to be part of us without judgment. Just take a few moments now just to relax. Follow your breath.
Just very gently now, without moving, just bring your awareness back. And maybe just take 2 or 3 breaths really consciously and follow the in and exhale. Just take a moment to notice how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. And it's always nice just to take stock of your practice, whether your mind was really present in the moment for most of your practice, or whether the mind was darting off here, there, past and future. So just observe, no judgment. And those of you that are lying down, if you just want to start to wiggle fingers and toes, or even if you're seated, you can just wiggle fingers and toes, perhaps roll the shoulders, roll the head. And then lying down, you can hug the knees in. Again, nice deep breaths. And then coming up to seated. Take your time, there's no rush. Let's keep this yin essence. And then just join me in a seated position, bringing hands to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.